Increasing observation is a process that involves sharpening your ability to perceive the world around you in more nuanced and insightful ways. While most people go through life observing their surroundings in a passive and somewhat distracted manner, those who are skilled at observation tend to notice details, patterns, and subtleties that others miss. The ability to observe more effectively has significant implications for learning, creativity, problem-solving, and even personal relationships. Developing a keen sense of observation not only enhances intellectual abilities but also deepens emotional intelligence. This ability is not static, it can be cultivated and refined with consistent effort and mindful practice. The first step in improving your observational skills is to be fully aware of the present moment. Often, people are distracted by their thoughts, emotions, or digital devices, missing out on what is happening around them. Being truly present means engaging all of your senses in the moment. Observation is not just about seeing, but about hearing, touching, smelling, and even tasting. When you are completely immersed in your environment, you are more likely to notice the subtle details that escape the attention of those who are preoccupied. Mindfulness practices can help hone your observational skills significantly. Mindfulness, which involves paying full attention to the present without judgment, trains your mind to focus on what is happening in the here and now. A mindful person is aware of their surroundings in a way that others may not be. This awareness often extends to the emotional states of others, body language, and even unspoken cues that can make all the difference in understanding a situation fully. Practicing mindfulness regularly can increase your awareness of both the physical world and the internal states of mind. One way to practice mindfulness is through focused breathing exercises. Take time to breathe deeply and slowly, bringing your attention to the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body. By grounding yourself in the present moment, you reduce distractions and increase your capacity for observation. This practice helps clear the mental clutter, allowing you to see more clearly and pay attention to things that would normally go unnoticed. A common misconception is that observation is limited to the sense of sight. While vision is important, true observation involves all of your senses. Each sense offers a different window into understanding the world. Sight, for instance, helps you notice colors, movements, and spatial relationships, but the sense of hearing reveals patterns of speech, tone, and rhythm that can be equally informative. Similarly, touch can offer insights into the texture, temperature, and physical nature of objects, while taste and smell can give you clues about food, environments, and even a person's emotional state. By consciously engaging all of your senses, you open yourself to a more comprehensive and detailed understanding of your surroundings. Listening closely to the sounds in your environment can provide a wealth of information that is often ignored. For example, paying attention to the sound of someone's voice, the pitch, pace, and tone, can reveal more about their emotions than the words they say. Similarly, the sounds of nature, whether it's the rustling of leaves or the chirping of birds, can deepen your connection to the environment and make your observation more vivid. Focusing on small details is another way to improve your observation skills. People often overlook the smallest features of a scene, thinking that they are insignificant. However, details, whether in a person's facial expression, the texture of an object, or the behavior of animals, often reveal crucial information. To become more observant, slow down and allow yourself to explore the finer points of your environment. You can practice this by deliberately focusing on specific objects or scenes. For instance, if you are in a park, instead of just looking at the overall view, take time to study individual trees, the movement of people, the way the sunlight falls, or the patterns on the ground. Not only does this improve your ability to notice details, but it also sharpens your capacity to remember them later. Practicing this form of focused observation helps you develop a deeper appreciation for the complexity of the world. Equally important is reducing distractions. In today's fast-paced world, we are constantly bombarded by information, notifications, and other distractions. These interruptions prevent us from observing things clearly and can diminish the quality of our attention. To improve your observation skills, it's crucial to reduce external distractions and give your full attention to what is happening around you. This can be achieved by turning off your phone, moving to a quieter location, or practicing periods of uninterrupted focus. When you remove these distractions, you become more attuned to the subtle movements and changes in your environment, whether they're emotional shifts in a conversation or changes in the atmosphere of a room. Your mind will naturally begin to focus more on the immediate surroundings, allowing you to observe more thoroughly. Another way to increase observation is by regularly challenging yourself with observation exercises. These activities can push you to notice things that you might typically overlook. For instance, you can practice looking at a scene for a few minutes and then attempting to recall as many details as possible. This exercise helps you train your memory and increase your awareness of the smaller elements in your surroundings. You can also try the spot the difference game, where you compare two similar images and try to find the differences. These types of challenges stimulate your brain and encourage you to notice more. Over time, as you make a habit of focusing on details and practicing recall, your overall observation skills will improve. When trying to enhance your observational ability, it is also helpful to engage in activities that require heightened attention and focus. Reading, for example, requires you to observe the details of the text, the nuances of character development, and the themes of a story. A great reader can pick up on the subtleties of language and the motivations behind characters' actions. Likewise, artistic pursuits like painting, photography, or even writing force you to look at the world differently, focusing on textures, colors, shapes, and compositions. These activities encourage deeper perception and can make your general observational abilities stronger. They encourage a way of looking at the world that values subtlety, detail, and nuance. Taking the time to reflect on your observations is equally important. Reflection allows you to process the information you've gathered and gain deeper insights. After an observation, whether it's a conversation or a scene in nature, take a moment to think about what you noticed. What did you learn from the experience? What seemed important, and what might have been missed by others? By reflecting on your observations, you begin to refine your ability to understand and interpret the world more effectively. Reflection also allows you to correct any inaccuracies in your observations, thus improving the quality of your attention in future situations.